Oh, it was fun. So much fun. Yeah. Anyway, this guy named Jack, he was just so patient. Hey. It's really badish.
No, I know people don't really like that ending, but I really like that Lori and Amy and not Joe, because I mean, it's not like Joe was doing him any favor.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. A lot happened in this last section, so I'm just going to get right into it. So, Amy's off to Europe, yes. Meg has her family. Beth stays at home. Joe goes to New York. Our little women are all separated for the first time, and they all grow up rapidly from then on. How do we feel about the women by the end of this section?
I personally gained a lot of respect for Amy in this section. I feel like she's grown so much from the girl we met in part 1, mostly because she's had to take on the responsibility of, marrying rich to protect her family. It's a responsibility that, Joe and Meg, they kind of just dropped the ball and they followed their dreams, and Amy gave hers up so that she could protect her family, and I don't know, I feel like that's very respectable of her.
And what about Beth?
Well, Beth is obviously an incredibly talented pianist, and she has this unique artistic trait like Joe and Amy, but she never really is allowed a chance to grow into something exceptional.
Sorry, we're in Buckley's 19th century lit class together.
I know, you're Connor, right?
Yeah, I'm Connor.
Layla.
Layla. Sorry, do you know what page we're supposed to read to for Little Women for class?
To the end.
Oh, well, that's easy to remember. Thank you.
Hey, you could sit here for a minute if you want. We could study together.
Okay, yeah.
So, are you an English major then?
I am, yeah. You?
Engineering, actually.
Oh, I wouldn't have guessed.
Yeah, no, take a look.
You can read that?
I am trying to. I am having some shit luck with it, though.
You know, I read this piece recently about what would happen if, for just a day, all technology stopped working. You know, so much of our lives are tied to tech. I mean, we have all our passwords in our phones and we can find out anything on our laptops. But if we just had our hands and resources, I don't know how well most of us would fare.
I think I would kill myself in that scenario. Where in Texas are you from?
I'm from Connecticut.
Oh, no way. That's really cool. I'm sorry. I just kind of assumed that everyone from around here, you know, went here. But why come all the way out here?
I figured if I was gonna leave for college, I should really do it, you know? Like no going home unnecessarily, doing my own shopping, cooking, whatever.
You don't get homesick?
Oh, all the time. But my mom calls every day, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, my mom's the same.
How far is your hometown?
I am actually from here. My place is like 20 minutes out.
Sometimes I wish I did that.
No, you don't. My mom keeps telling me to come home, save on rent, so.
That must be nice, you know, going home whenever you want.
I think it's tough to, you know, try to be independent when your mom keeps coming over and taking care of you.
I think sometimes independence is a state of mind. Like, when I was 16, everyone my age was getting their licenses, and all I wanted was to not have my dad drop me places. Then I got my license, and I was asking everyone for rides. I wasn't desperate to drive, I just wanted to know I could do it, you know?
You just confessed to being a freeloader, so. Oh, shit. We should go. But, you know, I think I get what you mean. Did you ever have that feeling when you were a kid, you know, looking up at older kids and thinking that they were so big and cool, and then you got to their age and you didn't feel very big or very cool?
Sure.
Yeah, sometimes I think adulthood is always going to feel like that, you know? I'm just layers of my younger self. I'm always going to be 10 even though I'm 20. I'm going to feel 20 when I'm 30. Does that make sense? So where are you headed?
Home, probably. Gotta work on that reading.
Yeah, I still have to finish my homework too.
Do you have a car, or?
I take the bus, so.
That bus?
Yep, that's the one.
Do you live far?
I live on campus, so.
Oh, me too. We can walk. I walk home from here all the time.
To be a man.
What?
Nothing. Let's go.
It's this way.
Let's go.
So why'd you choose a school so close to home?
I didn't. I actually wanted to go to USC, but I couldn't afford tuition, so.
I don't get why colleges do that. They accept you and then don't financially help.
Well, I mean, the world's a business. Everything's either rooted in capitalism or racism, or both.
That's a dark way to look at the world.
I think it's privileged to see the world any differently.
Maybe. But it's not so bad here.
I don't like it nearly as much as everyone else. Like, half my school goes here, and every place everyone here is going to hang out. I've been going since I was 14. I don't know, I just don't really have room to grow, I guess.
I doubt that. It's impossible not to grow, not to change, unless you're actively fighting it.
You are very positive.
Must be my privileged view of things.
Do you want to sit?
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm just tired.
From walking?
Yeah, I usually take the bus. Okay, we're gonna play a game. I am gonna guess something about you, and I get to keep guessing until I'm wrong, and then we switch.
Where's the game in this?
You eat when I'm right, I eat when I'm wrong, vice versa.
Do you always carry cookies wherever you go?
Yeah, they're study snacks. Okay, I'll start. You are an only child. Okay. You have never lived anywhere but the Northeast until coming to college.
I'm barely done with this one.
Okay, then just keep eating it. This was your first choice school.
Nope. UCLA. Didn't get accepted. You like classical music unironically.
How do you even know that?
I have a sixth sense about music.
It's ridiculous.
You were prom queen.
Wrong. I was homecoming queen.
That is the same
It
thing.
is very different, actually.
Come on. Oh, shoot. 1 second. Oh, I gotta take this
Oh,
real
you're
quick.
fine. Go ahead.
Hey, Mom. No. No, I'm just out. Her name is Layla. In class, Mom. All right. All right. Love you too. Bye. Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. Fine. Does your mom always call you at? It is almost 2.
She's protective.
No, I get it. My mom used to track my phone, so
Wow. That's a lot.
yeah. And I mean, I used to get so annoyed by her hovering, but then you start reading all those stories about like kids getting trafficked and weird dads touching little girls. So people are so fucked. You know, I can't really blame her for being protective.
Yeah, my mom had this rule where if I needed to tell her anything, I could just say it, and she promised not to get mad. Didn't matter what I did, I just had to be honest, and she wouldn't yell.
Did you ever have to use it?
A few times, yeah. After my senior prom, I got absolutely shit-faced. I wandered into town and had to call her to come get me.
Ooh, I never would have called my mom.
I think that's why mine made the rule, so I would call her.
Was that your first time drinking?
Yeah. Yeah. It was a sad night.
Wait, prom night? Why?
My girlfriend dumped me 3 days before. And we had already bought our tickets, and we hadn't told our friends yet, so we just decided to suck it up and go.
Oh, that's horrible.
It gets worse. Prom was on my birthday, and I was so sure that we were gonna have sex that night that I had bought this box of condoms that I then just had to stare at for the rest of the week.
Okay, that is worse. So what'd you do to her?
I was a perfect saint. I don't know. She was my first real relationship. I probably didn't communicate the best, but it's in the past. I don't hate her or hold any ill will or anything.
It's very mature of you.
Thank you.
I have never had a boyfriend.
Boys weren't interested in the homecoming queen?
Boys were interested, but I like men. So yeah. I just don't think I ever really figured out boys.
There's not much to figure out. Most of us are stupid.
A friend of mine, she says the problem with dating now is that decent guys don't ever approach women because they don't want to make us uncomfortable or disturb us. But then assholes constantly approach women because they feel entitled. So it just ends up being this cycle with everyone ending up miserable.
In that case, you could ask him out. I mean, it's not the most chivalrous thing, but if you like him, the worst you can say is no.
Or something sexist.
Yeah, but then you definitely know you don't want to be with him.
That's true. I mean, I'm glad I avoided dating in school if it meant I could avoid something like what happened to you.
I don't know. I like to look at it like the really bad part right before the climax, like in a movie.
You are such an optimist, it's disgusting. Like, I mean, I really do hate to be the one to break this to you, Connor, but life isn't a movie.
Maybe not. But I think that, well, I don't think that we should ignore movie moments.
Well, the most cinematic place in Austin is this bridge behind this arcade my friends and I used to go to. Do you know what I'm talking about at all?
Assume I haven't been anywhere.
You don't like it. Let's go.
How do you still have so much energy?
I don't know. I think my brain is most alive after, like, 3 a.m.
Now this is a view.
You know, my friends and I, in like high school, we used to come out here all the time and just get so ridiculously high.
Really?
Yep. And now, I don't even walk home alone anymore. I can't fathom half the things I did when I was a teenager, and I don't know, I keep waiting for someone to murder me or kidnap me or God knows what else. Is that what you think growing up is? Just seeing death everywhere?
I think that's having an appreciation for life. Makes you more conscious of how you're living, how you're spending your time here.
Okay. I am going to tell you something, and you do not get to laugh at me when I do.
Okay.
Okay. I used to play piano growing up, and I stopped once I graduated high school. When I came here, I kind of just ditched everything I used to like, and I focused all my energy on school and projects. But I really loved playing, and if you'd asked me what I wanted to be growing up, my entire life, I would have told you a professional pianist. I don't know. I've always been really good at math, and I mean, I'm really good at school in general, but music and art and literature, my life, I used to have so much of it, and now it's all just coding.
Did your parents make you quit?
No, they were really supportive, but you know that scene in Little Women where Amy talks about quitting painting?
I want to be great or nothing.
I am not exceptional, so why waste the time?
There's no such thing as wasted time. In my hometown, there was this fountain in the center of town, and it was tradition before finals to toss coins into it.
That's sweet.
I mean, we all pretended like it was stupid, but we all did it. Anyway, I think you should toss this coin.
Like in the river?
Yeah. Come on, I'll do it too. Here.
So what are we wishing for? Like good grades or?
Whatever you want. Whatever you need. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2.
This would be nicer if there weren't so many bugs.
I don't mind them.
Right, I forget you're from Connecticut. Don't you live with deer up there or something?
What? No.
Sorry. It's just whenever I think of the Northeast, I kind of just see forests and then New York.
That's what I thought about Texas. Desert and horses and Austin. It's much better than I expected.
You sound like a tourist.
Do you believe in astrology?
I don't know much about it.
Me neither. But I think constellations are so interesting. Just like the concept of them. Constellations are entirely man-made. The universe gave us stars, and humans made art and prophecies and legends. For centuries, people looked up at the sky and found meaning in the incidental placement of balls of gas millions of miles away.
You're so strange.
How am I strange?
You're supposedly shy. It seemed very self-assured.
When did I say I was shy?
You don't talk in class.
It's not that easy.
That makes it hard.
I have opinions, but when I open my mouth, it's like there's this piece of glass between me and everyone else, and they're all waiting for me to say something. But what if what I say is wrong? What if they disagree or think I'm stupid? No matter what I do, I just feel ridiculous. So it's just easier not to say anything.
In my experience, confidence is just 80% bullshitting your way through life, so. I think the biggest problem with the world right now is that no one knows how to talk to each other. Like, look at this country, or this state, even. And I'm not saying that talking is the solution to everything. Like, I will punch a racist,
Whoa,
but...
Whoa. What does that have to do with anything?
Your opinions deserve to be heard, Connor. They're important. I mean, I wouldn't mind hearing your opinion on the ending of Little Women. I'm sure it'll be very nuanced.
Oh, God, I still have to finish that.
Yeah, I still have coding homework.
Do you want to go home?
No.
Me neither.
One last thing.
Do you just hate silence?
I do, yeah. If you hate talking to strangers so much, then why'd you come up to me?
You're fishing for compliments.
Who doesn't like being complimented?
wanted to talk to you.
No other reason? Do you remember that thing you said about dominoes and life being a collection of experiences?
Yeah, sure. Something like that.
Well, I think we all end up where we're supposed to be. Nothing happens by chance. I think if you could have gone to UCLA and I could have gone to USC, we'd be like this on a beach somewhere.
It's a lot of faith for a pessimist. So what's some of your other favorite books?
You know, I am actually not that into classics. Like I like Little Women and maybe some of the Jane Austen books, but I mean, you know, Dickens and shit, I can't really ever get into it.
So you're more like Hunger Games, Divergent, that type of thing?
Sure. This is my stone.
Oh my God.
Thank you. This is yours.
Thank you.
What's your favorite color?
Blue. Dark blue. Why?
I feel like I know all this information about you now, but none of the simple stuff.
What's yours?
Purple. I will see you in class.
Layla.
Yes.
I lied when I came up to you in the library. I knew we had to finish Little Women before class.
I know.
I'll see you in class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we've made it to the end. Based on your response papers, I know this might not have been the finale you all expected, but I want to have you start this discussion. Who wants to go first?
So, Beth, it would be naive to say that her ending was unexpected, but I think it was designed to get all of the characters where they're supposed to end up. You know, like Joe and Lori never would have worked out in the long run. That was what that whole scene was for. And Beth's death allowed Lori to find the path that best fit him. Him and Amy worked together, you know?